may struggle with, whether it's Word or Excel or WhatsApp or whatever possible challenges you may have, you're welcome to bring it up in the session.
So as I've got the topic of technology and electronic tools, you can, as we're going to talk today, you might be aware of some of these things or you might not be unaware, but let's just share our experience and our learning with each other and bear with one another as we all learn and in the process. So I don't know it all. Please don't expect me to answer all your questions, but I'm going to find out how we can help you if there's any questions I don't know. I have learned a lot in the recent years, but I'm still learning each day.
That we've got a small space, as we said, we don't have a big block. So the more we move to electronics space, the better when we want to access administrative document and any other document, we've got enough space, on soft copies, other than not having that space in the school. So that's one. And secondly, we would like to turn the whole school into that kind of an 80% electronic copies and maybe 20% hard copies, and that we believe will work much better for the school.
We are saying it cuts costs. It is also time. It saves time. It connects you quickly and easily to the whole globe when you are electronically connected. So electronic tools make life easy and efficient.
Thank you.
For me, electronic tools, how it helps me more is to communicate. I use Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and WhatsApp, broadcast groups, social groups, everything to make sure that I communicate more effectively.
I didn't do that.
Thank you. Yes?
Communication and consultation is faster and quicker and cheaper.
Yeah, the presentations, because nowadays we are encouraged to present on PowerPoint, then it's easy for us to go through and make the presentations. And also even coming to the fourth industrial revolution, so then our learners will be able to cope and then Google some of the resources that they need to complete their work.
Nice. Yes?
Yeah, this electronics have really made life very much easier. You are saving costs, you are saving time, you have got effective mode of communication. You're also providing quality education, because in the past people used to carry these big books and so on. Now you can just through the power of Google get almost everything that one, even through meet through our learners. So they are very much useful there. That's why. It's just that we are challenged in terms of frostbite and so on, in terms of the safety and the quality going forward. But the change is here to stay. What is important, the issue of advocacy, training, empowerment, and safety going forward, so that our information are adequate, so that we are coping with these challenges as we move. Thank you.
Thank you. So again, as I've said, you might know how to work PowerPoint, how to find good quality images. Thanks to Don's planning, we'll see how we can easier make a to-do list for things that needs to be done. We'll have a look at social media and then also email signatures that we'll be looking at. Just in the group, 1 or 2 benefits from PowerPoint that you can think of.
A picture speaks 1,000 words.
Yes?
Powerful communication.
You can't read them, yes?
PowerPoint presentation, you talk to everybody that you can see.
Yes. So one of the main things, as the first point that's mentioned there, is visual impact, because you can obviously use a lot of multimedia as making a PowerPoint. So it's not just words, there can be pictures, videos, audios. You can present tables and statistics on there, as I've seen Finika do with all her reports and feedback. So multimedia is a good visual. I'm not someone who can just listen to someone for the whole day, but if I have something to look at and listen, then I tend to focus a bit better. For business, if everyone needs to give inputs, then working in a team is still effective even on PowerPoint. Then content sharing. So like today, there's people who can't be here, so we can obviously share it with them, luckily to internet and access to all those sorts. So even if someone missed something, then you can put it online I didn't put all those steps in there, but there's good steps that you can follow to even put it online, so if someone missed the presentation, they can still follow and be on top of things just as you are. Then also flexibility to make group lists. I just, for example's sake, because I know this one, the app is called Wonderlist, and this is an example of what it would look like. On the left-hand side, you can see the person obviously has a few to-do lists: home, work, personal, and travel on the left-hand side, and on the right-hand side is all the tasks to be done. So this is easy. Again, if there's teamwork to be done, whether it's for you personally with just you, or whether it's in a team where there's a function happening and 10 people is helping plan this event, it is easy to create a thing like that, and everyone can just tick whenever they've done the task. So they're all linked into this app, and it's easy. So even if you're not in the office today, you can still quickly check, this and this did what they were expected to do. Then when we get to social media, what's some of the benefits that we can think of? Yes, you get to communicate.
Getting in contact with many people that you never seen for a very long time. And basically, you get to talk to them when they're busy, even if they are experts.
I mainly use Facebook. I've got 2 Facebook pages. I've got a personal page and I have a public page. And I use Instagram, I use Twitter, and I use WhatsApp. So the main benefit for me is, like I said, to get a message out, but it's also a marketing tool. So it's marketing myself, it's also marketing what the municipality does, it's also marketing the party that I represent. So, and it helps me to get to people that I wouldn't normally get to. For example, before I started using, for example, Twitter or Instagram, on Facebook, Facebook tends to connect you with people that you are sort of connected to in any case. But if you move to a platform like Instagram or Twitter, it connects you with people that you would have never met anyway. It's bizarre. I've met people from Cape Town and Potchefstroom and Denmark, and it's so weird because if people are sort of interested in what you do, they meet you from all over. So on my, for example, on Twitter or Instagram pages, there are people from other countries that would comment on things that you would never have met on Facebook, because Facebook really only connects you with people that you already sort of know already in your area. I really think social media is really beneficial if you can use it for business or for school or whatever. I do not like it if people necessarily only use it to put on having lunch at Ocean Basket or just fought with my boyfriend. Because that is also bizarre. In the beginning, people really put rubbish on, but you can remember all of these social media platforms work on algorithms. So you also need to understand how the algorithms work. Because if you don't understand that, then you lose a lot of your customers very quickly. You need to engage with them, and they need to engage with you. If you don't engage with them, Facebook automatically removes them from your profile, and you never see their feeds anymore. The same with Instagram and Twitter. So you mostly want people to comment and to click, to engage. You don't just want them to see, because if they just see what you do, if they only watch for a little bit and they never engage, they'll be removed out of your algorithm very quickly. Instagram has recently done something that is quite, I don't know how many people here use Instagram, but they are quite effective in changing. So in the past you could have followed a hashtag, for example. So say you're interested in Partners for Possibility. You could have followed the hashtag Partners for Possibility, but they've taken that away from the end of October. So now you can't follow a hashtag anymore. You can only follow a person, or you can follow a page. So the options of following a hashtag is being removed.
Can you just give us some numbers?
Of what I do. So on my public page, my Facebook public page, I do about 100,000 views a week at the moment. Engagement, I get between 40 and 60,000 a week. So that means people that either click or write or share or engage. So that's quite a, yeah, it's a lot, isn't it?
Phenomenal.
Yes, so on my Instagram, I currently have about 1,100 people. I sometimes get more than 100. Instagram is a very difficult platform. Then on my personal page for Facebook, probably do about another 50,000 people a week at the moment. I sometimes get 500 shares, so I sometimes, for one post, I would get 70,000, 100,000 views on a post. But I know already Even on my public page and on my personal page, I know what people want. You learn very quickly, and the thing is, you must never try and get people. So you must look at who are on your page, and then you must try and give them what they want. And by giving them what they want, they engage and automatically get more people to come and look at it. So I already know what are the kind of things that work. On my personal page, for example, people like to see photographs of me. If I put photographs of me in a group or something, it wouldn't get as much shares or views or comments as if I would put something of me only, or me and my son, and then I get many views and many. It's weird because people on my personal wants to see me. Whereas on my public page, things that get a lot of views are, for example, vacancies, anything to do with jobs. I have a lot of people that follow me that are specifically looking for jobs, opportunities, learnerships, things like that. And then I have a lot of people that are interested in things to do with municipality services. So if I would put something up about the electricity is going to be out from this time to this time, I would get a lot of shares. So there's a lot of people that are, or if I would put in, there's an accident on the M1 and the highway is closed, 50,000 people will be. So I know what works and I know what doesn't work. So I try to sort of play it for the right crowd. And I also do different languages. So on some pages I would post in Afrikaans, other pages I would post only in English, some I would post in Sepedi. So it depends on who I want to read it.
Supposed to be going off tomorrow morning at 8. You can upload it tonight and tomorrow morning at 8 it will go on. You can create events, so if there's a matric dance coming up or parents meeting that's coming up, you can create the event that's going to come. You can share great articles, and that's also what a lot of people do, specifically even on Partners for Possibility. If they've read a good article, they'll post it, and then obviously you can share it even on your school's page. As someone mentioned the privacy, so there's great security on Facebook. You can choose whether you want to be tagged or not, whether you want to approve it first, before anyone just tags your school in and then it wasn't necessarily the best post. And it also determines who posts on your page, so not anyone can necessarily always post. So the security things for that is definitely in place.
And you can ban people.
And you can ban people, yes. When is the best time to post? This is done July this year, and it said the best times to be posting on Facebook specifically is on a Wednesday between 11 and 1 p.m. So they've done a study throughout the whole week, time slots, and they say Wednesdays, that time slot is the best day to post it. The best day is a Wednesday. I think maybe everyone feels the lack of a weekend, and so Wednesdays are on social media. Then the most consistent engagement is from a Wednesday between 9 till 3 p.m. Then the worst day to post is a Sunday, so please don't expect great results if you post on Sunday. People are relaxed and maybe off social media. And then the lowest engagement is either early mornings and evenings, so before 7 a.m. and after 5 p.m. Again, then people get home, and as we all know, there's all house chores to happen. So there can still be activity, but it won't necessarily reach the standards that you've wanted to. So email signature is a signature block that appears at the bottom of your email. I don't know how many of you've either received emails that has that personalized thing, or received emails from someone and then there's nothing, and then you're like, is this like a professional person or not? Like, is this a junk email? So I've googled it, and that website that's there can create your own email signature for free. That allows you then to at least come across a bit more professional. So I've did our Hands of Hope one, and it gives you information about all it needs: your name, surname, do you want to put on a phone number, an address, etc. And then it creates it. So you'll see on the right hand side, it put it down an image, it put my name, our organization, contact number, email address, and then our physical address. So you can obviously adjust it to whatever you want to appear on your email signature, and then it creates it for you, and then it even asks what email site do you use, so whether it's Google, Outlook, Yahoo, and then it even shows you how you get it to appear in your email. So it just helps us all, even for the school, if you've got a school logo, then put it in there, and then at least when emails get sent, whether it's your own personal email or the email from the school, then people can actually see this person looks good for the job. I can speak for the group saying we all want to be like the front person, running things efficiently and improving it. So you and your partner can again just for 1 minute discuss how you are going to make use of electronic tools to make life a bit more efficient.
The power of information is here. And we are aware that the school managers are really aware of that. And just going forward to implement this wonderful knowledge, we might just sit down with our secretaries and place. And we think it's proper to advise even our partners and stakeholders of your caliber, like I've done before, that if there's any communique that you want to send to me, while I present it, you send it to my phone, send it to the school address also, so that they can go there and they respond and talk with me where it's necessary, so that we respond as quickly as possible. And I should think this issue of marketing the institution with electronics is very funny, and if we can really make sure that our students are putting it forward, from time to
It's quite pricey because you generally have to pay about R1 per SMS, and it can get quite expensive. Or, and I was just talking to them about it as well, you do WhatsApp broadcast groups. So the parents can't necessarily comment back. If they comment back, they must comment to you individually. But you do broadcast groups. Nearly everybody has a school phone. You load the numbers of the parents and you put a broadcast group. Broadcast, that's what's important, because you don't just want a group. Because on a group, you've got broadcast groups. Broadcast WhatsApp group, or you do bulk SMS system on the internet. You can buy bulk SMS packages also. Sometimes that cannot work out too expensive, but generally I find that broadcast groups are a lot cheaper, because then you only use data, you don't have to pay per message that you see. But that looks very easy. You can even through your financial system add that you can send to all grade 9 parents through your financial system. If you have a proper financial system at school. Very easy actually.
Thank you.
How does the broadcast?
A broadcast on WhatsApp. So what you will do is you create a broadcast group. So if everybody can just go onto their WhatsApp. WhatsApp web, start messages, settings. You go to new broadcast. So if you click on new broadcast, you'll see the next page it opens, it says new broadcast. And you can then pick how many. It says only contacts with your number in their address book will receive your broadcast message. So it means every parent must make sure they've got your message saved or your number saved on their phone. Then you pick now. So you can now, there's a button that shows like a finder. So if you click on the finder, you can then type the number of or the name of the people, you add them. So I've got broadcast groups of 300 people. Just on one group, so you can add 300 people, and then it will be saved, and you can save a name on it. So, for example,
Just like when you are creating a group, when you are creating a group.
very similar. So, for example, my one broadcast group says broadcast media. So it's 30 journalists. If I put on that thing 30 journalists from the Sowetan to Jacaranda to RSG to Tubela FM to SABC to everybody gets the message.
But it's not a group thing, so they all get it individually.
They all get it
sent from
individually,
you.
they can't reply on a group.
Yeah.
So they can only reply individually to be back. Or this one says like
Or they
broadcast.
get the message, but they can't reply on the group. They can't talk.
There's no group. They can reply. They reply to you personally, but there's no actual group. So it's not as if two people can then start talking to each other on the group.
It's like this bulk SMS thing.
It's similar to that, but on WhatsApp. Yes.
So on your side it looks like a group, but it
Yes.
isn't a group.
Say for example on this one it says broadcast Valwater. Okay? So on this broadcast list of Valwater, there is 183 people on this broadcast list. So if I send a message on this specific group, for example, I sent you a message and I was going to talk about polls or questionnaires or Survey Monkey or things like that. But if you put out a questionnaire, this is a Google questionnaire I've sent out. I've put it on this group, then all 183 people on the group get it. But you can see nobody can ever reply. So if you look on the group, it's only me posting because it posts to them individually. And when they want to reply, they must reply to me.
That one is for
Can
this.
I just add here, after having done community building, I think you will see once we do community building in November, how this can be an excellent community project for your school. How through community building, in an innovative way, you invite all the parents in the same room and you then implement something like this, whereby you have a particular number that will do the broadcast and you will engage with the parents that they get that number on their phones, and you can even then get RSVP so people can respond, and not everybody on that broadcast will get it, only the person who sent it, so the school administrator. So I think park this till community building and then take it forward, because that will give you the tools to create a platform to kind of communicate it with your community and implement it. Okay,
No, it's clear.
great. Give Janine a great hand. I'm sure you all enjoyed it. Our business leaders to work with the school principals to commit to get your schools uploaded there, and then from there utilize that platform as your Facebook page for your school. Okay, A Better Africa. I will also by email send you the link where you can also just click into it, but it's a safe and secure environment that PfP is subscribed to. There's also 2 other elements, we spoke to it before. There is the one which gives you information around schools for our business leaders, facts about SGB, school funding and things like that. And then for schools there is a section where you can go how to start a library and all kinds of resources that's available to schools.